I'm just gonna hit the no. Yes. All right, good. Go. Hey everybody!
Hey, everybody doing? How you guys doing?
Will and Faith here with Get to the Root Health and Wellness,
Yes.
Where we love to come and share and inspire and motivate you to make healthy choices, to create healthy habits, to give you that healthy life that you are worthy of having.
That's right.
And we love doing that inspiration by coming and sharing healthy, whole food, plant-based recipes. As you can see, we're in our kitchen.
That's right.
Tonight, we also love to do fun in-home workouts and also have healthy habits, healthy life talks. So if you're all about connecting with individuals like yourself, that's about, living healthy, making healthy choices, go ahead on and hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Let's connect. Let's get healthy together.
Let's do it.
Tonight, I am super excited because, as I said, we're in our kitchen.
Yes.
And we have a fabulous, I'm sorry, my eyes are burning here. We have a fabulous meatless loaf that we want to share with you on this evening.
Yes.
And it's just amazing. There is no meat. There is full of vegetables.
Right.
It's just amazing. So you got to stay tuned to find out all the amazing ingredients here. And I'm sorry, my eyes are burning all of a sudden.
But I tell you, nonetheless, this meatless loaf is off.
It
the
is
charts.
Amazing.
Yes. It is off the charts.
So if you're joining us live, we appreciate you.
Thank you
and
so
if you're
much.
watching the replay, we appreciate you.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure
So
do.
as we always do,
Yep.
we always like to give a few shout outs to those individuals who are joining us live before we get into our demonstration.
Yes.
So we have, who do we have with us live this evening?
Got our sister there,
Belinda Styles. How you doing, Belinda?
Hey,
Thank you for
good
joining us.
evening.
We appreciate you joining us.
Yes.
Who else do we have?
Yeah. We have Miss Teresa.
Miss Teresa. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Y'all
love
pardon
and
me.
appreciate you guys.
Oh my goodness. My eyes are watering.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, we said here, Miss Belinda, she said, yes, it does look amazing.
Yes, let me show y'all this loaf, honey. Look at that. Look, wait. Let me zoom in on it.
Zoom in on it. There it is.
Don't that look amazing? Look at that. Ooh, baby.
Wow.
That's gonna be some good eating. So that's what we're gonna be demonstrating tonight. This meatless loaf that my family love.
Absolutely.
Who else do we have?
Janet D.
Hey, Janet.
In the house.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you joining us.
Yes,
all right, great.
So
so we're gonna go ahead on and get started.
Yep.
All right. Now this loaf is plant-based, and like I said, a lot of plant-based loaves, which we have a couple on our website. We use chickpeas, we use lentils, but tonight I'm super excited because we're going to be using a grain, okay? And what are you looking for?
I was looking
go down
for
to the text, down where it says text.
Queen got to school me, y'all.
Yes. You see that? Click on text.
Yes.
Click on. Okay.
There
you go. All right. Don't be afraid to click. All right. So anyway, y'all know we're not techie folks, but
that's
anyway,
okay though. We're here though.
Yes. Today the loaf we'll be sharing with you will be made from a gluten-free grain. Now we're not gluten-free, but this grain is so amazingly delicious.
Yes,
if it had gluten in it, I would still eat it. But for some people they can't. Right? So let me share with you. The grain we'll be using tonight is millet, and my light is blaring, and I don't know if you can see that. But turn that light a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, you may have to turn it back this way.
Turn it back this way.
But it's millet, and
I'll turn this one here, honey.
Yeah,
so we can get you
get the lights right.
Light right. There you go. I think it's a little bit better.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see if we can get the writing right on here. I don't know. Can y'all see that?
Yeah, there it is.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is millet, and as you can see, it's gluten-free, and it is an amazing grain, and that's what we're going to use tonight for. Let me get my light back right. Turn it back this way. I'm sorry. We try and get this lighting right, but we're going to be using this grain to make our loaf tonight, and it is millet. Okay. And I like to use my Instant Pot. Now, if you don't have an Instant Pot, you can cook millet on the stove. It's no big deal. But I like using the Instant Pot because it's you just put everything in there and you forget about it.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
So we're going to be adding, if you can show them how much millet.
Yes.
Actually,
All
that
right.
says 3/4, but it should be 3/4 cup.
Okay.
We're going to be using 3/4 cup of millet. Yep. So we're going to pour that into our Instant Pot.
Yep.
And we're going to add some vegetable stock. Yes. Now, I like to flavor all my ingredients right through. So I like to say layered flavoring. So now if you don't have vegetable stock, and I'm gonna show you this brand that we're using. Okay. Yes. If you don't have, and I get this from Walmart, okay, and you know this is unsalted, but if you don't have vegetable stock or you don't want to use vegetable stock, you can just use water. Yes. But trust me, the vegetable stock actually helps to flavor the millet even more. Yes. Okay. So I would highly encourage you to get some vegetable stock. It doesn't cost that much. Right. And we're going to use about 1/2 cup of vegetable stock. Right?
1 1/2 cup.
1 1/2 cup.
Yes.
All right. We're going to just pour that into the Instant Pot.
Smells delicious already.
Already?
Already. Already, y'all.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So as you can see, we got everything in our Instant Pot, just like that. Okay. All righty. Okay. And with the Instant Pot, it is so easy to use. I love the Instant Pot. I can't imagine life without it.
Yep. Get down there on it. There we go.
Okay. And we're going to put our lid on, and then we're going to press the pressure cook. We're going to go for 9 minutes. I don't know if you can see that, but that's 9 minutes. And we're just going to let it go. All right, that's it. Yep. That's it. That's how simple it is for the Instant Pot. So that beep means, that it is ready. It memorized the time that you want to cook the millet for. That's right. And then you just walk away from the pot. Yes. So that's why I love the Instant Pot. Yes. But again, if you're cooking this on the stove, move that out of the way. If you're cooking this on the stove, you would just cook it in a pot, maybe add maybe 1/4 cup more of liquid and cook it on a medium heat, bring it to a boil, then reduce it down to a simmer and let it simmer for probably about I'm gonna say maybe 15 minutes or so. Okay. But it's so easy just throwing it in the Instant Pot. All right. So that's going to be the basis of our loaf, is pretty much the millet. There you go. Now we're going to add a whole bunch of vegetables to the millet to make it that much more delicious. Yes. Okay.
Tasty.
So yes. So I'm gonna turn on my pan here, and we're going to begin with our vegetables. Now, I like to use this seasoning blend that I get from my favorite store, and y'all know that's Walmart. But you can get this packaging at Walmart, and it has onions, let me see, celery, red peppers, green peppers, all of that in there. And why I love buying this frozen already, because I don't have to cut. All right. So it helps save time. Yep, I got it. It helps save time. But if you're into chopping up your veggies, by all means, you can chop up an onion, a couple of stalks of celery, red bell pepper. But this bag, it just makes it so much easier. Yes. Okay. So y'all doing all right? You got any questions? No questions.
I'm almost see, honey.
All right.
Look and see.
Okay.
Jess, hey, what's going on, Jess? How you doing?
Hey, Jesse,
what's going on, Mr. Champ?
Okay, let's get back to our demonstration here. So we're going to throw in 1 bag of this seasoning blend, okay? And this also has parsley in it too as well. So that's why I like this, okay?
Yes.
So put that in the trash for me. Thank you kindly.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, we're also going to add 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Now, I like to buy my garlic already minced, okay? I don't know if you can see that. Come up close. But if you want, you can throw in some cloves, as little or as much as you want. But I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Okay. What else do we have here? Okay. Next, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of carrots. Now, you remember I told you this is going to be a veggie loaf. All right, so we're loading up on the veggies. And I like to buy the julienne carrots. Smell good already, don't it?
Goodness, the aroma is
it's amazing.
breathtaking.
But I like to use the julienne carrots, measure out a half a cup, and then chop that up real fine. And I add that to my veggies.
Yes.
All righty. Okay, what else do we need?
All right.
That's it? Right now, that's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to just saute this. And if you notice, I did not add any oil to my pan. I don't need to.
Yes.
There's no need because the water from the onions, the frozen onions, will keep the veggies from sticking. Okay? So we're just going to saute this for about 5 minutes or so. Set the timer for 4 minutes, 30 seconds. All right. And we're going to let that saute. Turn that up just a little bit. For about 5 minutes or so. Okay. And again, we don't have to add any oil because number one, I'm using a nonstick pan. Number two, the water from the frozen veggies will keep the veggies from sticking. All right. So there's no need to add any oil. We don't cook with any oil. Number one, because it's high in calories. Number two, it's not too heart healthy. Two, be cooking with a lot of oils. All righty. So we just dish the oils. Right. So what else are we going to add after this? Okay. We will be adding here in a few minutes. We will, once we cook out all the water, and you want to make sure you cook out all of the water. Now, the reason why I have the lid on it for the first 5 minutes or so is so that the heat can be, like evenly distributed. Sometimes you have veggies on the bottom that's done, and then the veggies on the top, they're not. So I like to cover it for the first few minutes. Okay. And that way, the heat is on the top and the bottom. All right. Okay. But you want to make sure that you cook out all of the water. All right. And that takes probably about 7 minutes or so. Okay. All right. So y'all been having a good week?
Yeah, I hope you have.
Yes, honey. Listen, this millet loaf, we've been eating almost every day this week, and I just had to come and share it with y'all because it is really good. So good. It's so flavorful. Yes. It's simple too. It is that.
It's a simple dish.
It is that. So.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to put on some millet before I went live to save time. So.
Okay.
We are going to be here a little bit longer than I desire, but it's okay. It's okay. So yeah. So you want to let those berries just cook. And let's see. Do we have any more comments?
Yeah, I think we good, sweetheart. Yeah. Okay. We're good.
Yep. I got sidetracked.
Go. That's okay.
Listen, I got a little sidetracked and I forgot to put the millet on and have that done before we went live, but it's okay. So normally it takes, talking about the Instant Pot, it takes a good 10 minutes or so for it to come to pressure. Yes. And then once it comes to pressure, it'll start cooking your food. Okay. And again, I was supposed to do that before we went live, but it's all good. All righty. So our veggies are cooking. Yes. And I'm going to remove the lid so that the water can, put the lid over there for me. Okay. So that the water can cook out. But as you can see, again, my veggies aren't sticking. You see that? We're just going to let them cook until all of the water dissipates. Okay. I'm going to turn the pan up just a little bit to help speed this up. That was my bad. I was supposed to turn on.
That's all right. It's all good. It's one of the things that our Queen had thought about for us, for our family. We used to like meatloaf when we was on the Standard American diet. Yeah. We still wanted to have the same type of meatloaf, if you will. And I tell you, Queen figured it out and did her research and started doing cooking and putting things together, recipes, and I tell you, when she came out one day and had the Meatless Loaf out, it was just so good. Just, oh my goodness.
That's good.
Something that we love in our family.
Yep. Now I can't take all the credit. I got this inspiration from the Forks Over Knives cookbook.
Okay.
And if you're new to plant-based eating, I would highly recommend you get that book. And there's a millet loaf in there.
Yeah.
And I tried it, several years ago when we first went plant-based, because that's one of the things you want to try to replace is foods that you're used to eating. And they had this amazing millet loaf in there. And then I just started adding more stuff and increasing the spices the way I like. So this is my version of the millet loaf.
That's
all right.
Great.
So now, as you can see, the water is pretty much gone. Okay. Now we're going to add some spices. Okay. Remember, I told you we're going to be layering our spices. Okay. Yes. So our first spice we're going to add, and at this point, you can pretty much turn your pan off. Okay. And we're just going to let the heat finish simmering our veggies. All right. So we're going to add 1 tablespoon of thyme or thyme, however you want to say that, and 1 tablespoon of sage. So we're going to be adding that.
Great.
We're also going to add 1 tablespoon of onion powder and garlic powder.
Yes.
Okay. Next, we're going to add 1.5 teaspoon of coriander and parsley. Okay.
Wow, it smells so good.
It smells amazing. It smells like Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Our next spice we're going to use is everything but salt. Do you see it over there? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the next spice I'm going to be using, and can you see them?
Yes.
That's by Mrs. Dash. Everything but with that light there, so it can. Yeah, everything but salt. Okay, and I like using this because it's very flavorful. I mean, and there's no salt in here. We don't cook with a lot of salt, but this spice really it's just amazing. It has garlic in it, onions, sesame seeds, poppy seeds, but the savoriness that it brings to a dish is that much better than salt. I mean, it's like 10 times better than salt if you ask me. Okay, so we're gonna go with 1 tablespoon of everything but salt, and salt, seasoning blend. And I get this from Walmart, actually. Y'all know Walmart is my favorite store.
Yes.
So I get this from Walmart. We're gonna go with 1 tablespoon of that, and then we're also going to add 1/4 teaspoon of chipotle pepper. Okay. Put it in there. Our next spice is another favorite spice of mine that I maybe a year or so ago, found out about, and it's called Sumac. And can you hand me that bag of Sumac? Sure. It's another flavor enhancer that you can use and not have to use. Yes.
There it is.
Yeah. So right here, and not have to use salt. So now I get this off of Amazon, all right, and that's Sumac, okay. And it looks like this. It's a red spice. Can you see that? It's red. Okay. And it is really, really flavorful. So I like adding this to a lot of my salt-free dishes.
Yeah.
So again, to keep that salt intake down low. Okay. But this has an amazing flavor. It tastes like it's salt in it, but it's not. All right. So that's Sumac. So get yourself some Sumac. Okay. And if you don't have any Sumac, you want to just put your salt in there, go ahead and do that. You can also add miso paste, maybe a teaspoon or so of miso paste. You can do that. Okay. We're also going to add some of my homemade marinara sauce. Yes. Okay. I like to go with 1/2 cup of marinara sauce, and I shared with you all my oven roasted marinara sauce a couple of lives ago. I think it's episode 33.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have, marinara sauce, you can also use salsa. I've made this with salsa. What else? Yeah, so you can use my marinara sauce, which is amazing.
It is.
But if you don't have that, you can buy store-bought marinara sauce, or you can use salsa. Okay. Now we're also going to add some tomato paste.
Oh, you lost connection with Mevo?
I have. I don't think so. We're still live.
Yeah.
Okay, we're still live.
Okay.
Connect. Mevo. Okay. Technological issues, but y'all hanging there with us.
Good.
Okay, we're fine. Okay. We're gonna go with 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Okay. So that's 1 tablespoon. Come on, close.
Okay.
And we're gonna go with another heaping tablespoon of tomato paste. All right, and that tomato paste is gonna become the glue.
Mm-hmm. Binds everything together.
Right. Okay. And we're basically just gonna stir everything together. I'm gonna keep my pan down on a very low heat so everything can stay warm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on with it, okay? Good.
Yeah.
So just gonna stir everything up nice and easy. A little bit of 2 tomato paste, please.
Okay.
Got some comments coming. Let's see what we got.
Some folks coming in.
Let's see, we got some comments.
Yes. And say the joys of life. Amen.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
Take it as it comes, right?
Yes. Janet D, she says, I have the Full Solar Knife cookbook. I also use the app, which is full of recipes. I can't wait to try your Millet Loaf recipe.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So if y'all notice, I'm just stirring all this up together, okay? And I got my pan down real low because you want to keep the ingredients warm, okay? So now our last ingredient.
Romel Mathis. Yes. I like Sumac on my salad.
Oh yes, the Sumac is an amazing spice, honey. Yes, it's gonna become one of my favorites.
Yes.
So now we have everything all mixed up. Now I'm gonna add 1 more veggie in here, and that's gonna be some spinach.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you like kale, you can use baby kale, but I'm going to use a nice big pan full of spinach. Can you hand me the brown tray over there, please? Thank you. Again, y'all know I shop at Wally World, so this is big tub of spinach that I buy from Walmart. And how much spinach you use or how much greens you use is really up to you. You got this serrated knife? Okay, cool. But I'm going to use a handful. So I'm going to show you what my handful looks like, okay? You're going to move the subtitle.
There we go.
Remove the subtitle.
All right.
So this is my handful, okay? I might go with a little bit more, just a tad bit more.
Handful.
Okay? That's right. So there's no right or wrong, but you have it or not? There's no right or wrong with the amount of spinach that you use, but the more the merrier. And I just sort of chop it up. Sort of fine. You want to chop it up sort of fine so you won't have big chunks of spinach throughout your loaf. Okay? So just
show and
chop
share
it up.
comments while you're chopping it up, sweetie.
Thank you.
Yes. There's old David there. Hello, David. How you doing?
Hey, David. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
Yes. So good to see you. Yeah.
So, David, I'm just
love spinach.
okay.
I think mushrooms would be good to add.
Mushrooms would be, David.
Yes.
Now, I would add the mushrooms at the very beginning with the onions, okay, because you want to cook out all of that water. Mushrooms have a lot of water,
Yes.
okay? But they do bring an amazing flavor to dish. I love mushrooms. I can eat them air fried. Oh my goodness, Lord have mercy. If y'all haven't had air fried mushrooms,
mushrooms are very
Jesus,
good.
I'm gonna have to share that with y'all one day, okay?
Yes.
But yes, mushrooms would do well.
Yes.
Would be a great add. So
Sure.
if you want to add some mushrooms, David, you go right on ahead.
Yes.
Just make sure that you cook out all of the water, because like I said, mushrooms got a lot of mushrooms, but
got a lot of water.
They have an amazing flavor once all that water is cooked out.
Yes.
The flavor is amazing.
Yes,
okay. So
looking good.
Cooking up my spinach. Y'all see how fine I'm cutting up my spinach? You want to zoom in so they can see how fine I'm cutting up my spinach?
Yeah.
There you go. And then, you know, when you have kids too, you want to, sometimes kids don't like, you know, seeing veggies in their food. So I try not to make the pieces too big. So we have about 10 more minutes before.
And that's the
we got to do the natural release for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So hit the wash point.
Okay.
So y'all heard my Instant Pot beeping back there, and that was the pot letting me know that, hey, I've cooked your food now for 9 minutes. But what we're going to do is we're going to allow the millet the pot to come and releases pressure naturally. Okay. All right, and that takes about 10 minutes. Okay. So I have my spinach in here, and we're going to go ahead on and drop it into the pot. Yep. There you go. Yep. Drop it over into the pan just like that. Yep. What other kind of veggies could y'all think would work well in here? Mushrooms would definitely be one. Definitely. Mushrooms would be a good add.
Yeah, it would. Yes, it really would. I'm just going down and see if I see any more of these comments. Yeah, David said, he looking forward to air fried mushroom recipe.
Yes, honey. I might listen, David. What did he say that? Okay, show that comment.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Show my face there so I can talk to David. So David, I tell you, maybe next week we might do that, because you know what? Them air fried mushrooms remind me of pork skins. Now, I don't know any of y'all from the South, y'all know about pork skins, but you know the bag of pork skins you used to get from 7-Eleven or your gas station? I used to eat them all the time. And probably about a couple of years ago, I sliced some mushrooms, put them in the air fryer, and I was like, oh my word, these taste like pork skins. Okay? So we're going to have to definitely share that with you. Maybe we'll do that next week, David. All right. So we're waiting on the millet to finish cooking. Let's go ahead on and make our sauce. Okay? Because you know every good meatloaf or every good loaf has to have a tomato sauce on it. All righty. Okay, Ann.
You know, she said, was the millet seasoned or made with just water?
That's a good question. And the millet was seasoned with the vegetable stock. Okay. That was all. Can you see that, Ann? There you go. All right. And I got that from, I'm going the wrong way. I got that from Walmart. Okay. I've actually seen this at my local commissary. Okay. Kroger sell it, I believe. So it's a pretty standard stock that you can find in the store, and it's by Kitchen Basics. And that's all that I put in with the millet. Now the rest of the flavoring will come from our veggies here. You see that? It's almost like a paste. Can you see that? Come in close. So you see that? That's almost like a paste. Okay. So so this will be the remainder of the flavoring for the millet. All right. So let's go ahead on, if we may, and start with making our sauce. Okay. And by that time, the millet should be done. So the sauce, you know, the ketchup sauce we're going to put on top is going to be quickly made. All righty. Now, you know these little small cans of tomato paste that you buy, it's like you'll never use this for anything else. It'll just sit in the refrigerator.
Right.
So when I was coming up with this recipe, I said, why don't we just use the whole can? So once you put the 2 tablespoons of tomato paste in with your veggies, you're going to use the remainder of the tomato paste for your sauce. Okay. Now, I don't know if y'all have seen this trick or not on social media. I don't know where I learned it from. But when you have tomato paste, you know how you're trying to get all of the ingredients out and you can't, it's always something left down the bottom. Well, I learned you can take the top off and then flip the top over and also use your can opener and take the bottom off, okay? And then you take a butter knife, hand me a butter knife, Dad. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Then you take a butter knife and you just come up close on me so they can see how easy this is. Okay. All right. Then you just come up close and you run the knife around and around. And look, all your tomato paste is out. Isn't that cool?
That was cool.
So, and you can do that if you want to put it in the jar too, but see how easy that is? Look, that's cool. Everything is out.
Okay. Queen got the coolest techniques.
Listen, honey.
Queen got the coolest techniques.
When you find out about something good, you share it with others. And that's all I'm doing. I'm sharing it with my Get to the Root family.
That's the coolest techniques, man. I would have never thought about that.
Yep. So we put out the rest of our tomato paste from the can in here. And then we're going to add another half a cup of marinara sauce. Now, again, I'm using my oven roasted tomato marinara sauce here. Yes. But if you don't have that, you can either buy store-bought or you can use some salsa. I have used salsa in this recipe. Okay. Just want to make sure that salsa is low sodium if you decide to go with low sodium salsa. Okay. So I am using, everything is okay. So this is 1/2 cup of marinara sauce. And again, this is the sauce that's going to go on top of the loaf, okay? Now, I like to add a little bit of liquid smoke to my sauce. It's really, really up to you. And you know what? I did forget one ingredient, y'all. Pardon me. Some liquid smoke go in with the veggies, too. All right. And that's 1 tablespoon liquid smoke. 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon, yeah. That's further up. That's okay. Go up some more. Yeah, 1 tablespoon of, and maybe I didn't put it in there, but I did forget this. So this is the brand of liquid smoke that I'm using. Let me tighten that up, baby. Go ahead. There you go. Yeah, that's the brand that I'm using. It's the hickory flavor. And you want to go with 1 tablespoon of liquid smoke in with your veggies. So my bad. That was my oversight. Okay. Oh, wow. Smells amazing. Aroma. Yep. I love it. Okay. Then we're also going to add some liquid smoke to our tomato paste. Yep. Okay. That one. 1/4 teaspoon to the tomato paste. Right. All right. And that's optional if you want to do that. I always like the smoky flavor. And I also like to add a little bit of heat. All right. Not much. Yes. You use the amount you want, or you can leave it out altogether. But when you're cooking salt-free, sometimes a little heat and a little sweetness goes a long way, honey. Okay. So I like to go with 1/8 teaspoon. You got, yes, 1/8 teaspoon of chipotle. Yes. And I'm also going to go with some date sugar. Now, date sugar is the only sugar I like to use in the powder form because it is fruit and nothing but the fruit. All this is dried dates that's been milled into a powder, and you can use it just like sugar, okay? If you don't have date sugar, and again, I got this from my favorite store, Wally World, Walmart. If you don't have date sugar, you can use maple syrup. So if you can use like a teaspoon of maple syrup if you like. But we try to stay away from the white cane sugar because it's, it's not too good for us, and it can be, quite addictive. So we like to stick with fruit when we're sweetening our food. Yes. And this date sugar is nothing but fruit And that's it. It's dried dates. That's it. Okay. So we're gonna go with 1 teaspoon of that, and we're gonna stir it together.
Yes.
So just zoom on in. They can see me stirring the
yes, ma'am.
tomato paste. You see that?
Oh boy, that looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Go see if we have any comments.
Got some comments.
And we got some comments. We got a comment in there.
Okay.
You know. Yeah. Oh, there's Miss Sherry.
Hey, Sherry.
She said hi. She said hi. I'm late. What did I miss?
It's so good, Sherry. You know what?
Sherry.
The replay always works, girl.
Yes.
All right.
But it's okay. It's okay, Sherry.
So that's going to be our tomato paste for our loaf. Okay. Let me taste this here.
Oh my goodness, I know it's good.
You're hitting the wrong button.
Hitting the wrong button.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hitting the wrong button. Queen's gonna help me out. There she is.
There you go. You can't see it down there. It's
Yeah.
okay. All right.
I'm trying to see the button. I can't see the button.
I think you need glasses. But it's all right. Yeah, that's good right there. But you taste it and, you know, tweak it however you want.
Right.
But this is going to be your tomato sauce.
Yes.
Or your ketchup for the top of your loaf. All righty. So now I believe our millet is ready. Yeah. 10 minutes are up.
Yep, the 10 minutes on one side is up.
Over here on the left.
Yes.
10 minutes is
10
up.
minutes is up.
All right.
Yes.
So
I'll take care of that.
Okay. Now this is another reason why I like using my Instant Pot, because the 9 minutes was some time ago. But as long as you just leave the lid on, it will time and let you know, hey, I'm still here. I'm not cooking your food, but I'm keeping it warm.
Yes.
All right. So you can see it's been about 10 minutes and it's just holding the food at a warm temperature. Now, why is that important for millet? Millet has a bonding effect, right? When it's warm, it tends to stick together. So that's why I like cooking this in the Instant Pot, because if I, answer the phone or get sidetracked or something like that, it will hold my millet on warm until I'm ready to use it.
Great.
If you're cooking on the stove,
yes,
you might end up burning it up. All right. So
that's a good point.
Yeah. So we still got some pressure here. So I'm going to release the valve to allow the pressure to release. But I love my Instant Pot, because when you're a mom with 3 kids and a business, things get busy. Hand me my mitten there. Okay. So now,
one or two.
I can't want to do. Okay. All righty. So here's our millet. And we are going to grab my millet. Yes. So we're going to transfer the millet to, zoom in there. To our pan with the veggies. Okay. That's it. See how it's sort of sticking together? Yep. All right. If you can move the Instant Pot down, appreciate it. Just sit over there.
Yes, ma'am.
Just take it over there.
Take it off.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Okay. So now we have our millet in with the veggies, and all you have to do is just work the veggies into the millet. So I'm going to show you up close. I'm just folding this over and over again until everything is mixed up evenly.
Yes.
Distributed. See that? Y'all see that?
Yep, we can see it.
You just mix it all in until all your spices and veggies is well incorporated. Okay. You see that?
Looks good.
I wish we had smell-o-vision, because This smells so good.
Hello, Jennifer. How are you doing?
Yeah,
Jennifer Diamond.
Hey, Jennifer.
Yes, yes. She's
How
a
are
Hey
you?
Family. Yum.
So good
Yes.
seeing you, girl.
Yes, good to see you.
All right. Now. All right. So now, I don't know if you can see this, zoom in for me.
Okay.
So you see, we got just one big millet blob here, full of veggies, full of flavor.
Yeah.
And we're going to now transfer this to a loaf pan. All right. So hand me a loaf pan. Right. Thank you, Callie. And any kind of loaf pan would do. All right. Glass. This is what is this? Non-stick pan. And get yourself some parchment paper. Okay. Did I pull it out?
I can get it. Yep.
Yep.
Sure did.
Thank you, Callie.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And you want to take some parchment paper. Okay. And the trick to getting parchment paper to line your pan is to ball it up. Yes. Just like that. All righty. And then you just press it down. Press it down. Come in close for me. Press it in just like that. Don't have to be fancy, okay? Just want it in there enough to line your pan. All right? And then we're going to transfer the millet into your pan just like that. Okay, this smells so good.
I mean, really good.
Get all the goodies out. Okay, move that pan. Okay. Just sit over there on the brown tray.
All righty.
All righty. Yep. Okay. So I have everything in the pan, and then you just take your spoon. I'm just using a large mixing spoon, and you press it down like so.
Down there,
Okay. Just like that. Just pressing everything down. See? Smooth it out. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Miss Shelley. How are you? Miss Shelley speaking, honey.
Hey, Shelley.
Yep.
How are you?
Yep.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for joining us.
All right.
Yes.
So here's our loaf.
This is juicy.
Okay. And then we're going to take our tomato sauce and just pour it on top.
Yes. Fabulous.
Okay, and then you just spread it out like that. And you want to cover the loaf in its entirety with the tomato paste or tomato sauce.
Yes. Oh, that looks fantastic. Wow, that looks good.
All right, so there you have your loaf, and we'll bake this in the oven for 30 minutes on a preheated oven at 350 for 30 minutes. Okay.
Is that Maisie?
Hey, Maisie.
Said, yum, wish I was there for a taste test.
Yes, honey. Well, listen, I'm going to taste some for you. So place that in the oven for me.
Okay.
And set the timer for 30 minutes. And once the loaf has finished cooking, you'll basically take it out of the oven. Okay, you got it, Dad? Yep. All right, turn it long ways, long ways. There you go. Yep. There you go. All right, set the time for 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
And once it cooks for 30 minutes, I like to let it rest in the loaf pan for 10. And then I take it out and just set it, on top of the stove and let the loaf continue to cool down for about another 20 minutes or so. And then you're ready to eat. So we're going to, this is what it looks like. We're going to cut into this and we're going to get a piece and I'm going to taste it for y'all, okay? All righty. So, Dad, hand me those sauces over there.
Yes, ma'am.
We're going to do a little taste test, okay? So you can see I'm cutting this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Wow, that is beautiful.
Look at that.
That is beautiful. Hold on, honey. Hold
Bring
on.
it. Yes, yes.
Let's see.
Set it down like that.
Wow.
All right. Get your piece.
Show that. Let's see if I can get that in.
Come to the left. There you go.
Wow.
Don't that look good?
That looks good, guys.
Yes.
Bring it up so you can see it.
I know. Don't worry about it, Dad. Don't worry about it. Yes.
Guys.
So that's our loaf. Okay.
Yes.
And we're gonna get a fork.
Yes.
This is how it looks on the inside. Look at that. Pull up close. Yes. Can you see?
There it is.
Look at that. Don't that look amazing?
That
is amazing, honey. Millet.
Yes.
So now we're gonna do a taste test for y'all. All righty.
Let's click forks, Mom.
Oh.
Gotta click forks.
Amen. All right. Oh, we thank you.
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna do a taste test.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh wow.
Yes.
And it has the density of a traditional standard American diet meatloaf.
This is really good, and that's what I like about the millet, because it gives you that texture in your mouth that you have when you're eating hamburger, right?
Yes.
But it's so much better.
Yes.
All right, we don't have to worry about killing any animals to get our food.
Wow.
No cholesterol here. Listen, no salt here, but this is delicious. When I tell you it's amazing, it is amazing, honey. So, like I said,
wow,
we had to come
and
share.
That looks beautiful. Yum.
It's amazingly delicious. I had to come and share this millet loaf with you. And after this live is over, I will type up all the ingredients and put it above or beneath this airing.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'm gonna get soon to do a blog on it too on our website.
Yes.
But I just had to bring it to y'all because this is so good.
Is so good.
Millet loaf or meatless loaf, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
It's good. So I hope that you give it a try. Belinda, I appreciate you joining in. We appreciate everyone joining in. This is amazing. Look, come up closer, man.
Yeah, God bless you too, Belinda.
Look, can you see that? Look, that's what the fork look.
No, man, it's so good.
Good. Let me eat another piece for you, Belinda.
Shelly said, I never thought to put millet in a loaf. I will try it. It looks good.
Definitely. Millet. Get some millet.
Yes.
Go to Amazon.
Amazing.
Get some millet. It is amazing. Millet is good all by itself.
That's amazing.
But in a loaf, it is that much more amazing. Okay? So thank you all for joining us. We appreciate you all joining us. I hope that you give this recipe a try. Share it.
Trying to get everybody's compliment. Lisa G. This can be for a holiday as well.
Most
mouth feels is important to me.
Yes.
And but the fact that it is healthier is even better.
That is so true, Lisa. That's why I had to bring it, because I know the holiday's about to come. And and when I was growing up, every Sunday seemed like we had meatloaf. It was either fried chicken or meatloaf, okay? But my mom could make a mean meatloaf, honey.
Yes.
So Mom, if you're watching, I make a mean meatless loaf, honey. Okay? So thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Romel, for joining in. Again, like I said, I hope you all make this recipe It is oh so good.
Yes.
All righty. The marinara sauce that I use is episode 33.
33, yes.
Yep. That's
I'm making this
amazing.
for sure.
Yes. Definitely amazing. Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
So this is really good. So I don't want to hold you all too much longer because y'all know I say time is money. Sherry, you are so welcome. We appreciate each and every one of you all joining us.
Yes.
And as I always say, you know our health is our wealth, right?
It is.
Your health is your wealth.
It is.
Okay? So let's get to the root of obtaining and sustaining it.
That's
by
right.
eating more plants.
Absolutely.
Okay?
That's right.
Moving your body.
Yes.
Stressing less. And loving more.
Loving more, guys.
Looking forward to seeing y'all the next time.
Yes.
Take care.
See you guys.
Bye.
All right. I had to share some more screens.
This is so good.
Thank you, guys.
God.